Ready for some good dish?
We are celebrating spring with an Easter feast.
Starting with an easy but perfect leg of lamb.
The smell is unbelievable.
I love how beautiful the vegetables are, too.
And a show-stopping side dish.
With a delicious bacon vinaigrette. Oh, heaven.
Plus,
My favorite of all time, brisket for Passover.
This is what the holidays are made for.
That's next. Let's dish. The kitchen has always been the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun.
Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish. It's my absolute favorite. Just slide to the left, slide to the left. Welcome,
The weirdest walk.
to the good dish. Today we are celebrating spring with an Easter feast so you can impress your guests with this memorable, gorgeous, delicious meal.
Oh, it is so good. I'm so excited for what we have coming up. I will be making my favorite of all time, brisket for Passover. It starts out a lot like my grandmother made my whole life growing up, but I finish it off with a horseradish crust that is so good. It is a departure from tradition, but it still keeps the symbols of the holiday, and it is so delicious.
Absolutely.
I believe you.
Daphne will be making the most beautiful leg of lamb for Easter with Turkish spices. Tell us about this dish.
Yeah, so no, it's a really lovely way to, if you want a leg of lamb for Easter and you don't necessarily know what you're doing or you haven't tried it before, this is actually a great gateway leg of lamb. It's seasoned up with gorgeous Turkish spices, lots of herbs. I roll it up, I roast it. Guys, the smell coming off of this is unbelievable, and I've got vegetables roasting in that rendering lamb fat. It's fantastic. Quick little
Sold.
herby sauce.
Sold.
Oh, yes. And I wouldn't dare show up empty-handed because I'm bringing the side dish with a delicious bacon vinaigrette. Oh, look at that asparagus. And a gorgeous dessert, which will be the star of the table.
So let's get this party started because it is the holidays.
I know,
Yes.
we're almost ready to eat. We want to sit down and enjoy some time with people that we love. So here is how I make an easy and impressive leg of lamb using a Turkish spice rub. For this sort of Turkish spiced idea that I had, I do want some sumac, and this is what we're adding to our lamb today that might be a little bit something outside your typical pantry or, spice cupboard items right now. If you don't have it, skip it, it's totally fine. But it's this lovely garnet powder here, and it's actually made from the powdered berries of the sumac flower. And it tastes like raspberries, honestly. It's very tart, it hits you in the back of your mouth here, so it's gonna brighten up the whole flavor of our lamb, which I love. I'm adding some cinnamon. I'm gonna crack some coriander seed, which is a great way to release the essence of that coriander, bring that lemony pop, but give us a little texture on the lamb too, and really make sure that flavor just like stays on the lamb as it roasts and starts to infuse. So I've got about a tablespoon of coriander seed in there. Let me go ahead and add another half tablespoon of cumin seed. Starts whole like so, and then we're just going to go to town and start to crush it up, release those essences, break it down, give ourselves a nice rough powder. We have coriander and cumin, about a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of our sumac. Gonna add all that into a bowl with some freshly chopped herbs. We want about 6 tablespoons of fresh herbs of your choice. I'm gonna use some fresh mint and some fresh parsley and some gorgeous fresh oregano, which I have to say, I use dry oregano all the time in my cooking. Fresh oregano is underrated. It is so vibrant and like slightly peppery. I just love it, and I love it in this mix. And the fresh mint is sort of that nod to the traditional mint jelly that so many people think of with lamb, and is quite delicious, but this is gonna keep it really light and fresh tasting. Just a rough chop on those herbs and scoop them right into your mix with your dried spices. Let's go ahead and add about a 1/4 cup of olive oil into our spices and herbs. And about a teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay, so you can see I just went through and made a couple happy slashes throughout so that we have lots of surface area for our herb mix to penetrate. And then when it comes to this sort of fat cap element here, same thing, really shallow scoring. You don't really want to get into the meat too much. You just are trying to create a little bit of extra surface area. Now we're gonna flip her over again and it's time to do what we love, which is flavor it up. Grab a nice handful of your herb and spice mix and just smear it on, making sure you work into those crevices that we created. And now, you know, at this point you can flip it over and do it that way, but honestly, since we're already working here, I'm gonna kind of just save ourselves the hassle and roll it back into itself and just finish dressing the outside here. Flip it and dress the top and just really try to push the garlic into these little crevices we've created. Just wedge it in there. Go ahead and grab yourself a string and we'll start actually in the center of your meat so that creates sort of the initial binding. And go over once, go over twice, go over a 3rd time, and that just means your string isn't gonna like slip. See how I can let it go and it kind of holds its way there? You have your beautiful rack of prepared veg. You will grab your glorious lamb and lay it right on top. Oh, heaven. Go ahead and scoop up any last remaining pieces. And then you want a little bit of liquid to sort of be steaming the lamb in this initial part of the cook. So I'm gonna add about 1/2 inch at the base of our pan. Okay. So that was the step of taking the lamb to the oven. After it comes out of the oven, this is the most important part. Actually, you can cook it. It depends how fast or slow you want to roast your lamb. Couple hours longer, low and slow is always nice because it really just renders that fat and makes it really glossy and delicious. You will have to let it rest. This is the hardest part of any delicious smelling cooking piece. Letting your meat rest relaxes the proteins, allows the juices to redistribute so they don't go running all over the board as you cut into your meat like so. Aha! Beautiful. That nice pale pink in here. I like to pull it out of the oven right about that 155 temperature because as it rests, it will go up to 160 and then you get this beautiful, mainly pale pink interior, a couple pieces really here towards the center that have a little bit of a rarer mix. If you guys will help me create a finishing sauce for this lovely lamb, in the base of my pan I had fennel, I roasted off some lemon halves, which is one of my favorite ways to really like escalate and just make any meal feel that much more luxurious is honestly roasted lemons. Some red onion in there, some fresh fennel fronds that I held over. Gail's adding some parsley, some more fennel fronds, oregano, mint. Mint was the play on that traditional sort of lamb and mint jelly that lots of people grew up with.
Yeah.
I love it fresh in here. Lemon zest, some crushed garlic, pinch of salt, some lemon juice, some olive oil, and then I will actually squeeze this roasted lemon, which is so juicy. It just literally just came out at you right there. Oh, I love to put that right over this gorgeous meat. It keeps it so juicy and flavorful. Bring it to your board. I kind of want to just, this is so, I mean.
This board looks great.
I kind of want to arrange that around here, but I guess it's Easter, so we're going to go fancy. And
gotta make it nice.
Make it beautiful on your lovely vegetable tray here.
I love how beautiful the vegetables actually are too.
I mean,
the lemons, the fennel, roasted fennel, I think is so sweet and delicious.
And is this okay, or you want a little more oil?
A little more oil, I think, like just to make it a little bit looser, so it pours. You know, this thing sometimes doesn't pour nearly fast enough for the chef in me. There we go.
Now we got it.
And just spoon that over top. It just brightens it up, freshens it up. I love those Turkish spices, the sumac. We did the cinnamon, that little bit of cumin, all the freshness of those herbs coming through a bright acidic finish from that beautiful squeeze of lemon juice. There, my friends, is the start of our Easter feast.
Let's eat.
Oh, wow.
Can we taste? Can we taste?
Yes.
Can we taste?
Honestly, guys, parties at my house is like, this is what happens. I set this out like I'm going to put it together, and then I just start slicing on the board, and everyone just comes, eats it off the board.
Isn't that how it usually goes?
You guys be civilized and take it from the plates.
The sumac is so gorgeous in here.
Wow.
Makes it.
First thing that popped in my head was the word succulent. Like that is what I got. I got that bite, and it's not too gamey. You know, people are like, oh, I don't like game. This is perfectly seasoned, great flavor. That little herb, little doodad on the end there, that like brings it all together. I mean,
I'm so glad you like it.
It's so great.
It's magnificent. And I know you, Daphne, I know your family, you all guys always go in on
We
the
do.
holidays.
We
So
do.
I'm curious to know, what are some of your favorite Easter traditions that you guys do?
Okay. We do like to, somehow we always find like an athletic competition to go with the holiday.
Doesn't
which
How did
surprise
I
us
know?
one bit.
it's full contact Easter egg hunt at our house. You know, it's like, and it's really very. This is Philomena, who is now 8, and there just looks, you know, it's crazy. Oh my gosh! And all 4 of the kids together with me and John. Always the Easter egg hunts. My dad actually sets up these elaborate treasure hunts for the kids with, like, you know, little plastic eggs with candies and stuff inside. And it's so much fun because they do it with all their cousins. So my mom's the oldest of 6 kids. Everybody comes together to my grandparents' farm in Pennsylvania. We all do this like huge, you know, Easter egg hunt together, go to church, have a big, beautiful meal. There's always deviled eggs. There's not yet an Easter cocktail. What's an Easter cocktail that I should be serving to what is the deal here? How did I miss that boat?
We need a fun,
That's
like,
a great question.
Right? Like eggnog, you almost think should be with Easter.
Right.
but
make like a bunny teeny or something, like something fun, but it can be a mocktail too. So something that the kids can drink, but then you add a little something extra.
Glug in the
There you go.
That's a great
When
idea.
no one's looking.
All right, while we think about that, we'll work on that idea. Now, when we come back, I'm dishing up a show-stopping spring side dish served with a warm bacon vinaigrette. Wipe your mouth. I see you right there. There you go. You're drooling.
Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone.
Now, I've always loved Easter. I mean, it's such a meaningful time for me and my family. Like, we come together and celebrate. We put on our Sunday best. And I mean, I love it because we get the kids dressed up. There's the little baby with her bunny.
gosh.
Yes. Oh, and then Sasha and she's got her Easter basket. And we had so much fun last year at the Easter egg hunt, although I don't think they're going to invite us back this year.
Full contact?
No, not full contact.
Just go play with the Oz's.
No. You guys are on a different level. My husband was like helping my daughter. I don't want to say he was helping her cheat at the Easter egg hunt, but strategically telling her where to go to navigate.
Like hot and cold sort of situation?
No, he's like, Sasha, like he's using his head. I'm like, what are you doing? Of course he can tower over all the kids, so he's like, yeah, so they're gonna throw us out this year. I don't think we're gonna be able to be a part of it. But yeah, or I'll just leave my husband in the car. Either or. Either way, this side dish, I think if I bring this, they would let us, you know,
Stick around.
cheat a little bit because I'm doing that warm bacon vinaigrette over some grilled asparagus.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, I am about to change your life with this. Okay, so we'll start off with our asparagus spears that just trimmed off the ends. We'll do a little bit of olive oil on them, nice little neat drizzle. Of course, you want to season them up, salt and pepper. Always season that. And then just give them a little toss. I have my grill pan nice and hot going. If you want to do it outdoors, by all means, do that as well. But just make sure the pan is hot because you want to hit it really quickly, get that char on the outside, and you don't want them to overcook. You don't want your asparagus looking like they just went through the ringer. You want them to maintain a little bit of bite on the inside. So once you get that going, nice little grill on that, let that go for about 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. That should give you the lines that you're looking for and also give you a little bit of that doneness on the inside. Flip them over, make sure the other side matches, of course. Halfway through, you're gonna flip them. And now it's time for the bacon part, okay?
I can man the asparagus if you
Yes,
like.
please.
Yes.
So in this pan, I have some bacon that I've diced up and I've rendered it down with some shallots, right? So then I'm gonna, you see what I'm doing? The smell is
Slotted spoon is the key
intoxicating.
here, right?
Slotted spoon. I'm gonna take out the bacon, but you see, I am making sure that I'm keeping all that bacon fat because bacon fat, believe it or not, can be your best friend, okay?
Oh, I believe it.
Anyone's doubting.
Who needs real friends when you got bacon fat, okay? So I remove that from the skillet, place it on a paper towel, let that drain off a little bit. And then this will be the base for our warm bacon vinaigrette, all right? So I have some white vinegar going in.
Ooh.
Yes.
Look at that froth.
A little lemon juice.
Oh.
Some Dijon mustard to
Oh,
kind of
I
hold
just got
everything
the
together.
hit of the acid, the vinegar, the whole thing.
It was just pow, right there, you face.
right there.
And a little honey, because we've got, it's really acidic with the vinegar and the lemon juice and with that Dijon. So the honey kind of rounds out the flavors a little bit. Get that off my spoon. And then we just bring it along with a little bit more olive oil to kind of whisk it all together. Here's the thing, I know a lot of grandmothers or whatnot, they tell you to keep that bacon fat. It's not just to cook with. Putting it in a vinaigrette and using it to emulsify your dressing, oh gosh, if you've never done this before, okay, this.
And just the warm hug of
Yes.
a warm vinaigrette on
gotta.
a beautiful green vegetable. I don't know, it's a good combo.
We gotta
Okay.
give a warm vinaigrette its moment in the sun, though, because it almost forces the vinaigrette more into, like, penetrate the vegetable even better. I'm tearing up about
I know,
it.
you sound
Or not just the
vinegar.
Not just the acid I got hit with. It's so
All right,
good.
so you're gonna lay your asparagus out on a platter once it's done, and then you just, can we pour this over here? With this spoon that's over here?
Yes.
I want y'all to make sure
See
you get
it.
close. Tell me when you're ready, because
Oh,
once
we're
I let
ready.
this go, look.
waste that moment.
Mhm. This is what
That's
the
nice.
holidays are made for, okay?
Wow,
So you'll
Jamika.
cover that in there, and then you just put your bacon, help me with this.
Yeah.
Put our
Okay, so
bacon
these
back
two.
on, and then you just add extra toppings. I want to do some chopped almonds. We've got some
Parsley.
parsley going on, and while you're finishing off, you want to just bring it home with a little bit more brightness to it. I always finish my asparagus with some lemon zest, because then it's that, ooh, who are you? That's what that is. Give your asparagus a little love at the end. Okay, Gail is already going in.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
in there.
I'm no fool.
Don't
I'm not waiting around. I mean, it's delicious, it's perfect.
Show-stopping, is she not?
I love the texture, the temperature, because asparagus, by the way, is great cold, it's great at room temperature, it's great warm, and then you pour the warm vinaigrette over it. So it's just like a glorious contrast, and I would eat this all the time.
And it
This is
still
such
has a
great-
good bite. It
Has a great tender bite to it. And that warm vinaigrette, that little bit of acid, extra fat, tiny bit of sweetness from the honey and all that crumbly bacon goodness. You almost forget you have a gorgeous asparagus underneath there.
Yes, and
So good.
by the way, we are allowed to eat it with our fingers, right? That's what we're doing. Asparagus can be eaten with your fingers, people. My mom always told me that was
It's
okay.
your party. It's your party. All right, you can find this gorgeous recipe on gooddishtv.com. Coming up, Gail reveals her personal secret to making the most juicy, the most tender brisket. Welcome back to The Good Dish. Today we are digging into a spring feast with recipes to celebrate Easter and Passover. Gail, talk to us about some of your favorite Passover recipes and memories, and then tell us about this delicious looking dish.
So many. I mean, Passover is a beautiful holiday. It is also, in some ways, a very solemn holiday. But it is also a celebration of spring, of life, of the fact that we are here and we have come through and lived to tell the next generation the story of our people. And I also think there's so much symbolism to it, which is why I think it's such a great holiday with children. My mother used to always say that she would prefer, there's my daughter with my friend Laura celebrating Passover in 2019, my dad and my son. It's a big family celebration. As you can see, my daughter really gets into it. We make it really fun for the children. That's the point of Passover, a boils mask on my head. We were talking about the plagues, and we all had masks of the different plagues, but you have to involve the children because it's really about telling a story. And it's, the most important part about the Passover Seder is telling the story of like the Exodus from Egypt. I'm not going to get into too many details, but there's a lot of symbolism. And my mother used to always say that she would rather make a dinner party for 50 than a Passover Seder for 12. And now that I am a mother and I am in charge of it, I understand why.
Why?
Get it.
There is just so much on the table. There's so many courses. There's so many little containers and symbols and plates of things to dip and to eat, and you have to recline a certain way. And there's just a lot of tradition. And when you're in the middle of making it, it feels like, I can't believe I have to do all this detail, but I have to say it's just really rewarding to be with family and to celebrate it and to follow those traditions and pass them down. And one of them is this brisket.
Which is not going to be so difficult.
No.
Gonna make it simplify this for
and
us.
it's a brisket that I originally got from my mother, who got it from her mother, but I have sort of weaved my own feeling into it and my own traditions and the flavors that I love. So there are certain things that my mother at first was like, what? Why are you putting that in the brisket? But we all agree that I think I have perfected my family brisket.
Very good.
So I'm starting with a big first cut brisket here. It's a heavy piece of meat, it's a big piece of meat, and the first thing I wanna do is just sear it and brown it on all sides in a little neutral oil in a big roasting dish on the stove. So I've browned it, and then I'm just setting it aside here for a moment while I make the vegetables. Okay. I am using celery, some onions, carrots, parsnips, which I love because they add a lot of sweetness, a little bit of garlic, and I'm sauteing them in all the beautiful browned bits from the brisket. So you don't want to clean out your pan. That's where all the flavor lies. And you add a little oil if you need to, if it's looking a little dry, a little bit of salt. And then once they take on some color, you're not trying to cook them here. You're really just getting that brown and that color. You're going to remove them to a plate because they are going to cook with the brisket later. So I've removed my brisket, I've removed my vegetables. They're sitting aside just for a moment. I'm going to deglaze this pan with some red wine. This is not always, there we go, a traditional thing to do, but this is where I make a left turn and make it my own. Okay, so you deglaze it and you cook out some of that red wine, the alcohol, but you're leaving that flavor. And then I'm just going to add some chicken stock. And I'm going to season it a little bit with some salt. And will you throw that bay leaf in?
Of course.
Thank you very much. Those 2 dried bay leaves. And then I'm going to put this brisket back into
You get it?
the braising liquid that I've created. And you want it to come about 3/4 of the way up the meat. And you are braising here. So you want it to be in the liquid, but you want to leave the top to the air. I'm going to cover it in foil, put it in the oven for 2 hours. It's going to be at about 350 degrees. Take it out, add the vegetables back in. And then you're going to put the foil on again, put it back in the oven again for another hour. So now we're at 3 hours. And you take it out with all those vegetables in it, and it comes out looking like that.
Wow, wow.
I've cooked it down. You see all the vegetables here, the onions, and everything has cooked through. It is beautifully tender. And now I make a horseradish crust. So I have some horseradish in here, some prepared white horseradish. I'm gonna add to it a little bit of garlic and some Dijon mustard just to form a paste. And this paste is gonna be then spread all over the top of the brisket. I also wanna say that don't be intimidated by the size of this meat. Even if I'm cooking, I mean, this is just part of my upbringing. Even if I'm only making a Passover Seder for 4, which is what we've done for the last 2 years because we weren't able to be with our whole family, I still made the same size brisket because I want to eat this for 3 days. I want to make brisket fried rice the next day. If you are observing Passover, some people eat rice, some people don't, but I think rice is acceptable. I also want to just, eat it as a leftover, everything. Exactly.
Absolutely.
You can also freeze it. It freezes really, really well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so uncovered, but with this crust on, I'm gonna put this back in the oven just for about 20 minutes. Thank you, Daphne.
Got it.
Ooh.
And once it browns on the top and that crust sinks into the meat and soaks through the flavor, it comes out and it is done. There's 2 little steps that I then follow up with. So you let it rest and then you slice it. Now, the good thing about it is when you slice brisket, it's really a great thing to do the day before because obviously it takes a long time to cook. So you can make this the day before, and then what you actually would do is you would take it out of the liquid, slice it completely. This looks really nice, right?
It does look great.
And it's so tender. You want to slice it against the grain here. You can see that the grain's going this way, so I'm slicing it across. take it out of the jus. There's a lot of liquid at the bottom. Take it out of that liquid, if you're letting it cool, you wanna let it cool completely first in the liquid. Cool it, keep it overnight in the liquid, and then bring it out the next day. That's when it's cold. It'll be way easier to slice.
Oh.
Slice it and then take all the liquid. You can warm it up in the liquid, even sliced, take it out, then take the liquid, defat it, because there is a lot of fat from the meat, and then you whisk a little more horseradish into that jus, heat it up, reduce it a little bit, and that becomes like the perfect pan sauce. And there you have it. I'm gonna just slice a little more. I'm gonna put it over, and don't think that you shouldn't smother it in this beautiful liquid as well. Right?
Let me
Use
tell you.
that gravy. Yeah, take the fresh
Let's take the biggest slice on the
take
top.
that slice.
Here's the thing. It's like, okay, it took what, 3 hours, and we sat overnight, and we did a turnaround, and we sat around. Like, we did so many steps, but at the end, it's so worth it. That's the whole thing. Like, that's my
Don't you
takeaway.
think?
It's so worth it. A flavor is so immense. That red wine. I mean, you said that was a detour, but I like when you go off road because it's so it keeps it so moist and juicy. It gives it that nice bite. And the vegetables.
The vegetables are amazing.
I know, the
right?
vegetables
I love roasted
the best
vegetables.
part.
It's the sweetness of the carrots. They still have a nice bite to them, even though you roasted them down for an hour. It's so good.
Well, the meat is tender, the sauce is horseradishy, the vegetables are divine. A feast this good does need some gorgeous festive table design. And when we come back, the incomparable Robert Verdi is showing us how to set a spectacular spring table using items you already have. Don't go away.
Awesome.
So good. It's the horseradish. With clients like actress Ava Longoria and TV personality Bethany Frankel, fashion stylist and interior designer Robert Verdi knows how to plan a perfect event. And today, Robert is showing us easy and fun ways to set your spring holiday table using what you already have. Welcome, Robert Verdi. Yeah. And he brought cocktails. Oh, you're a good man. Wow, beautiful.
These are some delicious grapefruit mimosas.
Thank you.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to the show.
We saw the drink and forgot about you.
I know, like
I think we need a
the
close-up
weirdest
on the
glass
glass.
ever, but so fabulous.
You know, is this
Where
because you
am
love
I
us?
going
Or you...
for this glass?
Because I wanted to see you drink out of a bird's butt. That's basically. I'm like a bratty child. Mommy, drink out of the bird's butt.
I need
You're
a
the little
set of
brother we
these.
didn't know we needed. This is so good.
So good, right?
Delicious. I love that fresh
Wow.
grapefruit juice in it. We were asking earlier in the show, what's the perfect Easter cocktail or Passover cocktail? This is gorgeous. I love this
There
idea.
are so many great fun drink ideas today. This
Yeah.
is just one of many.
But it's
There you
lovely.
go. If you find yourself a bunny butt, then you could really make it on theme. Okay, let's get to the beautiful table you set for us today. It's gorgeous looking. So your first tip actually had to do with color. Talk to us about.
Let's go look at it.
Oh, can we walk?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we
Yeah.
were stationary. You're leaving your bird
We're like
here?
supermodels, like 4 supermodels.
Guys,
Yeah,
gotta walk,
who
sorry.
are-
Oh yeah, Brent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't leave
I
this
feel rude leaving
behind.
We're gonna take it, put it there. Let's bring our drinks. We're a little disorganized.
I mean,
but-
I kind of down mine already.
I'm not gonna have that. I want to
Oh,
have
I
this
sure
one.
am.
Ooh
All
la
right.
la.
Okay, this is beautiful.
I mean, Robert, when did you have time to do this for us?
I did it it took me like 15 minutes.
This is magical.
Yeah, it's so great.
Well, clearly we're looking at a spectacular pink and red theme and just beautiful everything. Your first tip for us is color.
Yeah. So, our moms used every Easter color, used that whole
Pastel,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
All
That
of
whole, all the pretty pastels. But really pick one color. It looks much more modern and go wide on it. So use every variation of it. Use the fluorescent version, the pastel version. Use the midtones, the Barbie pinks. Use all the pinks. Or if blue is your favorite or yellow is your favorite, do exactly like what your dress is doing.
You know that I was coming for this.
I basically knew that this was going to happen today. This is my whole plan. It's my whole
We
plan.
coordinated all of this together.
I have your tables coming up next.
Oh, okay.
You're the other shades, exactly.
Well, now I want you to talk about this, Robert, because you say using cake stands.
Yes.
Like to across the middle of a long table.
Yeah.
Like, tell us how and why we should do that.
Well, it's a tablescape, so think of it
Okay.
as like a landscape. You have the mountains, and the sky, and the ground, the trees, the flowers, and everything's at a different height.
Yes.
It's very boring. It's like totally flat. You have to kind of create these beautiful levels to actually really create a beautiful table.
And these are beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about our place settings. What have you done here?
Okay, so we started, everybody has like a basic white set of dishes. So we layered on other dishes. Dessert plates are layered they're similar in size. A lot of people have like a size issue with plates, like can you do that? You absolutely can do it, and one of the great reasons to do it is because as your guests are eating and picking, food gets unsightly, plates get dirty, you can pull them off really quickly and easily, and then the next plate is there and it's all clean.
This also looks just really nice together with this almost the same size.
Well,
right?
what's nice is also that if you had a theme coming up in your head, like this pink theme, you could go to the 99-cent store, you can go to your favorite department store, you can go to a thrift store, you can go to a house sale, and you can pick up those random things that you're like, that's cute, but it's not the whole set of dishes. It's a great idea to just collect, you know, little by little, some fun pieces.
Well, I love it. So it's eclectic and it's varied and it's personalized, which I always love. But also you mentioned the sweet savory combo with this kind of meal. Like you don't maybe want salad on the same plate you're going to have a pavlova on. So to be able to just toss your plate
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah. And one of the other tricks here that we did on the tablescape is we added in a tray. I always put a tray on a tablescape.
I thought that was just decoration.
Well,
it has a purpose.
It has a purpose. The reason I put it there is because when you're entertaining, you don't want to take time away from your guests. And so one of the ways you end up doing that is by striking the table. And you can only have two hands. And, you know, if I were entertaining you three beauties, I would be going from the kitchen with like two plates at a time, 2 glasses at a time.
And we want to get up and help you, and the whole party's
and then the party's interrupted. So this way, it's great if you have it staged there. It's very easy to do one quick strike in the middle of your party, and then bring the new stuff out.
I love this. Okay, well, coming up, guys, we're going to show you how to pull off a gorgeous centerpiece and place cards like these with a quick run to the 99-cent store. Plus, a fun surprise is hiding in these champagne flutes. Your guests won't see them coming.
No.
Wow. Robert, cheers.
Robert Verdi has been creating memorable events for celebrity clients for years, and he's here today to share his secrets to easy and fun ways to set your holiday table. He says the name of the game is to present your guests with the unexpected. I am obsessed with this concept because I do think it delights and it surprises and it makes adults feel like kids. I think it's so fun. Speaking of unexpected, what is that hat? What is the centerpiece
So the centerpiece is like the hat that you buy when you're on vacation because you forgot your hat. So you have too many hats already.
We have 4 of those in my closet currently.
You do, right? So I took the hat, and I took the band that came with it off, and I put ribbons in the color of the theme, in the pink, with some fresh flowers, so you don't have to spend all your money on fresh flowers. It's a great alternative to a centerpiece, and it's fun and it's unexpected. It's a fun
story.
Yes.
Yes.
I cored the apples also. Easy to do, it takes 30 seconds. Core the apple and stick a taper in. It's a great little centerpiece idea.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
The milk thing makes me crazy when people come over and you're like, well, what kind of milk do you take? Soy milk, almond milk, vanilla almond milk. Like, how many milks? I can't fit anything in my refrigerator. It's filled with milk.
Let me go back and milk my soy milk cow. I'll be right back.
I mean, there's oat milk, and I want flavored. I mean, really, there's too many milks.
You're friends. We're going to adjust our friends.
What kind of milk do you use? I asked before people come
Cow.
over.
Just I'm straight up. I know it's faux pas.
I put them in these little milk jars.
So sweet.
So
I love
they're
it.
all labeled. They all have little tags on them, so you know which milk you're going to use.
That's very thoughtful.
We also did cute little takeaways. Takeaways, Jamaica.
Yes. I know I'm taking this home with
Little
me.
bouquets.
Adorable.
Went to the 99-cent store, got the little buckets, put the fresh
I
flowers
love
in
that
there.
you use like a spray rose too. Such a nice idea. It's delicate. It's fresh.
And it's nice because
fresh.
everybody gets one, you
So
know?
good.
I mean, all of this is about little customizable for your experience. I put little jelly beans in these little jars.
Let me tell you something, Robert. I'm bringing my big purse when I come to your party. I am taking it all home.
I'm still in jelly beans. I'm still in, but I'm eating them.
Jelly beans all over the
jelly
place.
beans are good.
But now you also say decant like your beverages and do like fun things with the glassware, like unexpected with that.
Totally decant your beverages. Don't put things out in cartons. That's why I did it with milk.
Yes.
And I put the pink lemonade. I lie. I always lie and say, I made this fresh lemonade.
There
I
you
don't.
go.
Right? You do it with orange juice. You do it with grapefruit juice. You do it with anything you have decanted. Even water tastes better when it's poured out of a pitcher. You're like,
right about that.
100%.
right? It's
Oh,
like
yes.
part of the experience.
Throw a cucumber in that water, you are.
Yeah, you look
Good to
super
go.
fancy,
Exactly.
and nobody knows. I mean,
Came out the tap. They never know.
Can we talk about the champagne glasses? Because you did something here that has nothing to do with champagne.
so I
What's
love a
going
champagne
on?
glass. I love serving things in unexpected ways. So this is actually a smoothie served in a champagne glass, and I made it so that it had, your place card.
Yes.
So it's just ribbon and stickers from the 99-cent store. Some of those paper flowers from the craft department. And it's a smoothie, a strawberry smoothie with pistachio rim.
The
So
pistachio rim is lovely.
Delicious.
My daughter, like, I need to get her out of my hair when I'm cooking.
Yeah.
A big meal. And
Don't put her in mine.
Right, no, right. That would be a problem. But this is like the perfect idea to like, this would be her. She would spend all morning doing the place cards, and she would love this craft, and then she'd feel like take ownership. She loves nothing more than choosing where everyone gets to sit.
It's so fun for
She's
kids.
really like a dictator
And it's
about
a great
that, so-
craft. It is a great craft project, and it's a great idea to have kids do it. You know, it's
And any budget can do this. Like you're at the 99-cent store, the craft store. It doesn't matter what your pocketbook looks like. You could do this
that's
kind
like
of stuff.
7 cents.
Right.
7
And that
cents per
feels so
placement.
It's like
special.
$1 million. This table is so
How
beautiful.
cute is this? We used parfaits to serve the eggs and bacon. Also a great unexpected idea. All of these things are easy to do and make everything feel a little more special, a little more spectacular, a little more unexpected.
Yes.
You could do yogurt and berries, obviously, but we did eggs and bacon in the
I like
parfait.
it.
Gorgeous. I love the combination of everything. I love the surprises throughout. Coming up, guys, we are going to show you how to make these gorgeous meringues. When we come back, do not go away. I'm dying to eat them.
touch them yet.
Can we come back? I want to come back and eat them already.
That's going in my handbag too.
Well, again, we didn't talk about this. Let's take away.
There you are. Welcome back to The Good Dish. Now that we have the perfect spring holiday table and the perfect Easter and Passover dishes, it is time for the final touch. Dessert, of course, right? And we are making springtime citrus meringue. You got to check this out to see how this is done. All right, so you're going to combine egg whites, sugar, and a little vanilla, and you're going to whisk all of that together, add in some cream of tartar and salt. Right? And then once it comes together with those perfect stiff peaks, you're going to place it on a baking sheet, all right, and kind of put them into small little rounds. And you want to give it a little bit of shape because we want it to look pretty, and put maybe a slight little divot right in the center because it's going to come in handy. You want to bake in the oven at 200 degrees for about 2 hours, all right? So then once it comes out, you end up with a beautiful meringue that looks like this, all right? And then we're going to top it off with some fresh citrus. So I have sectioned off here some tangerine, blood orange, and grapefruit. So we have beautiful color, nice varying levels of sweetness to it. Put all of this in your bowl and then just mix it together very simply. Some lemon zest, a little bit of honey, and that will help kind of coat everything together. Once the juices start to release, it'll just it almost is like a mini dressing, if you will, adding in that honey. It's going to release the juices, and then fresh mint leaves because it's going to add nice vibrant bite and color. I mean, this looks like a meal within itself. Like you could serve this up, but once you put it on the meringue, remember I said put like a small little divot in there because that little pocket is going to hold all of your fruit in there perfectly. And then, oh wait, we're not done yet because once you have the fruit, you'll top it off with a little dollop of fresh whipped cream. Yes. And then you pull off the prettiest mint leaves you can find. Good. And then finish it off with just a little more lemon zest. Now, if that isn't the prettiest thing I've ever seen, come on now.
Wow.
Do you not love this? Outstanding, right? And so simple.
Didn't wait for you. Look, I am waiting.
Well,
and
I
you are haranguing the
appreciate you
meringues.
waiting.
It's the sisterhood. You're allowed to while you're waiting.
I get it.
It
It's
looks
totally
so. First of all, you got the texture spot on.
It is the most beautiful nest of dessert flavor when you present this. Unbelievable.
so bright, so refreshing too. That's what I love
You
about
got
it.
it perfect.
Yes.
Taffy, crunchy, yummy.
So
Oh my God.
thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're so
Robert.
welcome.
It is so fun to see you again.
Well, I am moving in with one
Yeah,
of you.
come on over. You're here to stay. I love it.
I'm saying, so far, Jamika's in the lead.
Oh, right. I mean, you can't really deny the beauty of her
I
pavlova
cannot.
and her as a human being, obviously.
Well, thank you.
But it really was a pleasure, and this is so gorgeous.
fun. Thank you for having me.
enriching our
Jamika, you can
holiday
take all
meal.
of their gifts too.
Oh, they gave me a little bag. Yes, this is
You can
perfect.
take this.
All the parting gifts
What
for
else
me.
do you want? You can take it all.
I'm gonna take let me blow out the candles and
Okay.
put them in my
Take the
purse.
apple.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Robert. We're so happy to have you here, and you made our table look glorious. Up next, it's the Good List. All your favorite things from the show all in one place. And one more surprising spring tradition you're gonna wanna try with your family.
We're gonna start eating.
Yep.
Welcome back to The Good Dish. Before we get to the good list, our friends at Dylan's Candy Bar made us an awesome spring treat. They used 6 pounds of jelly beans to create the Good Dish logo. It is jelly bean fine art. So gorgeous. Thank you so much. You can find all these spring-themed goodies at Dylan's as well as online, of course. It's so cool. I love
Beautiful.
We had an amazing day.
so textural with the jelly beans. Don't you want to just do this? I feel like there's a whole ASMR moment happening here.
Now, if you knock some of those off, then it's going to be a problem. Don't touch that.
Yeah, exactly. They're very secure.
But no, this is so much fun. This is a delighttul day. And I mean, this project right here, this is what you could do with your kids. Like, get those little hands busy, occupy some time, make the designs. Like, this could be your like new tradition. Like, get some jelly beans, make some colorful
Although
things.
none would survive being put in front of my children to use as an art project.
No one has that kind of restraint in my house either, but I like the idea of it.
I mean, you try it, you see what happens in your house, okay? But now it is time for the good list. And you see that QR code on your screen? Yes, I want you to open your camera app and hold your phone right up to it, and it will take you right to the recipes from today's show and so much more. And you can also head over to gooddishtv.com to get it all. Like, you know what to do. There you go.
There's a lot to get today. All that beautiful Easter and Passover and festive holiday fun, beautiful spring menus. We can't wait to dig in. We'll see you next time for more good food and Good Dish.
Bye, guys.